coming off his best outing where he got into the 8th. Columbia, South Carolina a week ago.
Had heavy rain later Friday night. There's a ball hit into center field, a little soft liner, going to drop in for a base hit. And LSU has the leadoff man aboard. He's got a home run in each of the games. And he's hit on the foot. The 0-2. Swings and misses at the fastball up for strikeout number 1 and out number 1 of the first. Cade Arambidi batting .305 on the season. And lifts that one down the right field line, down by the foul pole, and that ball is gone for a home run. Snuck it just inside the foul pole, and LSU for the 3rd consecutive day has scored 3 runs in the first inning.
This ball was just 95 off the bat, but it goes 350, sneaks just inside the foul pole. I thought that ball might spin foul, but it just stays fair. A good job taking a pitch on the outside part of the plate, got a fastball up.
Beavis on Friday and Ace Reese yesterday, 3-1. And his high ball 4. That ball ripped into right field, but right at Jacob Parker, and that will end the inning. Well, 1-0 to Fry, and it hit him. And that's quick work right there. And that was his 8th home run of the season, 2-0. And gets that one in the air, out into left field, back on the track, and making the catch, the center fielder Curiel as he bangs against the wall. Yaman was giving ground, and Curiel comes out of nowhere to make the catch in left center field. Had a homer in the game on Friday. Runner takes off for second, and sliding in safely is Garrett Fry. Here's a 3-1. Well, he missed just inside. And just missed outside. Grounded up the middle, Milam up with it, underhand toss, and LSU gets out of the bottom of the first.
Hey everyone, I'm Wheels with a quick reminder that you could use code WHEELS for 30% off a D1Baseball.com subscription. Hope you all enjoyed the video.
2-2. And right there, strike 3 called. And sends that one into center field for a solid single. Check it first, the pitch. Lined and inside the line down the left field line. And Cerna has another extra base hit this weekend. Omar Cerna pulls that one just fair. Charlie Foster at 40 pitches. Here's a 1-2. Lined right at the second baseman, Garrett Fry. Snow-coned it out there.
Down in the bullpen.
And a leadoff walk in the second. Gone again. Ground ball, left side, backhand play Milam, and he keeps it on the infield. Hey now, out to right, on the track. That one's going to stay in the yard and hauled in by Patrick. Well, off the bat, that thing jumped.
Paul's trying to work out of it.
Into right field, hit deep, and that ball is going to tie it. Ace Reese with his 15th home run of the season. And the Bulldogs tie it at 3.
100 off the bat, it goes 389 out to right. And in an inning full of 3-2 counts, Reese with the biggest payoff.
Yeah, he was looking for slider and he got it. 1-2. There's strike 3 call. So Pauls gets Noah Sullivan looking. And high and outside, and a leadoff walk in the third. And ripped down the right field line, got a chance, and that ball is gone. A line drive home run from Stephen Milam, and LSU takes a lead right back on Milam's 7th home run of the season.
Milam just sends a line shot out of here. 108 off the bat. It goes 348. Finds the plaza down the right field line.
And Charlie, we talk about it. Not all fastballs are created equal. Rode the fastball in on the hands and get it out in front of you as far as possible. Ground ball right side to second for one, to throw to first, and it is in time for the double play. 4-6-3. A couple of home runs on the season. Here's a 3-1. He rolls over it out to the shortstop. Milam gobbles it up, throws it across. He's only got one error this season, and he's played superbly this weekend. And downstairs, and that's ball 4 and a leadoff walk in the 4th. Leadoff man on the 0-2. And strike 3 is called at the belt on the inside corner. 2-2. Swings over the top of the slider. Cerna strikes out for the second out of the inning. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. And Jack Gleason, after walking the leadoff man, and then Garcia got the next 3 guys out with a couple strikeouts, 3-1. Way outside, and that's ball 4, and a leadoff walk in the 5th inning. And rips that ball down the left field line, a fair ball. Ace Reese on his way to third as the left fielder Yaman falls down. Ace Reese will score all the way from first base, and Noah Sullivan into second. Excuse me, swing right side. That'll move the runner over to third. That's essentially a check swing bunt by Blake Beavis.
And he's going to drive home with a run with a ground ball to the right side. So Jacob Parker rolls one out to Ruckert, but coming in to score is Noah Sullivan. 3-2 to Drew Wires, way outside. And a 2-out walk. And right at the second baseman. Out to Ruckert, and that will end the inning. So Dothie comes in and gets a couple of ground outs, actually 3 ground outs in the inning. And there's ball 4 and a leadoff walk to start the 6th inning. And
Nice.
strike 3 called on the inside corner. He locks up Patrick. And the pitch. Just way inside and back to the screen, and that'll be a wild pitch uncorked by Dane Burns on his first. 2-2. Oh, man. Wow. And that ball hit well into right field. Back on the warning track, and that's off the wall. A run's going to score. Ruckert will give LSU the lead. Trying to get 3 is Braun. The throw to third is high, and Mason Braun in with a triple. His first triple of the season gives LSU a 6-5 lead.
Now take a look. Braun hits this ball well.
Cerna doubled in the second. He struck out his last time up. Lifts that ball into left field and hit well. Back goes Chance at the wall and gone. And Omar Cerna continues his huge weekend. His 3rd home run here in Starkville. And LSU takes an 8-5 lead in the top of the 6th.
This ball goes 354 feet. It wasn't hit deep, but it was hit deep enough.
And a slider down and away, and that's ball 4. And poked in the air out into right field, and over to get it is Parker, and he will make the catch, and that will end the inning. And outside, ball 4.
Well, State has made a living today with the leadoff man getting aboard.
Line to the left, and that's a base hit. So left it up on the 2-2. And Bryce Chance pulls one into left field for the solid single. Chop, knocked down, and only one play. And throw it away at first. 1 run is scored. Here comes the second. And Garrick Fry is at second base, and the first baseman, Braun, is still down.
That's one of the plays that the hope and Adding the green bag at first base would take away some of the collisions at the bag there.
Way inside. And now the runner moves to third on the wild pitch. Ripped into right center field. And that's in there for a hit. State will score the tying run. Reese is on his way to second. It's an RBI double for Ace Reese, and we're tied at 8.
Reese was going to hold up at first base, but Patrick in right field lost his footing, and Reese, paying close attention, takes second base.
3-1. Smoke past Milam and into left field. And they're going to wave the runner no. They're going to stop him. Kevin McMullen gave the windmill for a second as a ho-ho. There's still nobody out. Let's wait. Grounded at the third baseman. Could be 2 to second for 1. Around the horn, not in time. The run comes in to score, though. Ace Reese crosses the plate, and Mississippi State has its first lead of the day. 4 runs home in the inning after LSU scored 3 runs at the top half of the inning. And here's Parker. There's a shot into right field. And that ball's going to get to the gap, and it hops over the wall for a ground rule double. And that may cost State a run there. And here's Parker. There's a shot into right field. And that ball's going to get to the gap, and it hops over the wall for a ground rule double. And that may cost State a run there. Beavis runs at third. Ground ball left side, right at the shortstop, the throw to the plate, and he's dead to rights. And so the runner at second, and Parker had to hold up. And it hit him. Bulldogs have 4 on the board here at the bottom of the 6th inning. And it got under. Out into center field, Curiel waits for it to come down, and that will end the inning.
Across the state.
3-0 when he misses outside. Line drive into center field. And back to make the catch. And down the second goes Garrick Fry. And down the right field line. Could be trouble by the wall, and it's off the wall. Noah Sullivan with a double. And Garrick Fry will score. And it's 10-8.
Well, Patrick, the right fielder, was coming over, but runs out of room as it hits the brick wall.
And here's a 2-2. Soft line drive out into left, and it's going to drop. And a run will come in to score. Stephen Milam made the leap for it, just couldn't get to it. A runner at first and 2 outs, a pitch. Then lifted in the air, down the left field line, long run, and it's in the corner, and it's a fair ball. Beavis will have to come back to third base, and Jacob Parker has another ground rule double. And the runner will have to stop at third base. Ground ball out to the second baseman. Ruckert will throw it over. 4-3 on the put out.
The wall in right center field.
And hits that ball well out into right field. Back goes Parker at the wall. It's almost the same spot. Parker to get it, though, and get it back to the infield in a hurry. Swing and a miss. And that will end the inning. Bulldogs trying to get the leadoff man on again. And that ball hit well into right field. Back goes Braun, and that ball is gone. Aiden Teal with a solo shot, his 5th home run of the season. And State leads 12-8 in the 8th.
Teal hits this ball 101 off the bat, 389. Carries it out to right center. Got a fastball and didn't miss it.
Aiden Teal gives one a ride. To the third baseman, And William Patrick will make the throw and throw it away. They just moved from right field to third base, and that's the first throw he's had to make. Lays it down and picked up and thrown. Short hopped again, and this time picked out of the dirt by Zach York over there. Into left field, and that's another hit. And that will get to the wall. Maluski will score. And Garrick Fry has an RBI double, and Mississippi State adds another run. And here's Noah Sullivan, who has 3 hits today. And off the handle, out to Milam at short, and that will end the inning. Meet of the order for LSU. In the first pitch swinging, a fly ball lifted out into right field. Ranging back, Parker with room on the warning track hauls it in. 3-2. Trying to throw the breaking ball, and he left it low. Runner at first, 3-1. Went down to get it and popped it out in the shallow center field. Teal calling for it, and Aiden Teal will haul it in for the second out. Grounded, first baseman. Underhand toss, and that will do it. And Mississippi State sweeps LSU at home this weekend on Super Bulldog Weekend, and the first sweep against LSU since 1985.
Thank you for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. For extensive coverage of college baseball, use code WHEELS for 30% off a D1Baseball.com subscription. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.